Hey guys, I just wanted to say good morning. I just finished my workout. I'm totally sweating, but this is how I have to roll these days because my time is so limited. Baby's sleeping, he'll be up any minute, but I really wanted to try to talk to you guys really quick. I just finished watching the National Wake Up Call from yesterday, and I had a few take homes from it in case you didn't watch it. I really think you should. They're awesome. I know I say all the time, but those calls, getting in the habit of watching them every single week and then implementing what these coaches have used in their business that has been successful will really help your business to take off. And you'll notice if you've been listening to them that a lot of the stuff is repetitive, and that's because that's what works, like the vital behaviors and your power hour and things like that. But I really loved this call. I took some notes, and so I just wanted to go over the key things that Bonnie Engel mentioned. By the way, she was a premier coach of 2014. And this year she finished at, she's about to be a coach for 2 years. It's almost her 2-year anniversary. And she finished as an elite coach, she's the 5th coach in the whole company, number 5. That's incredible. So a couple things that she said that I really liked in terms of how she recruits. I know we've been talking a lot about recruiting, and she said something about that word recruit really making her feel uneasy and kind of, I don't remember what word she used, but I always feel kind of slimy about it, honestly. I know that I talk about it a lot, but just that word alone has a kind of a negative connotation because it makes you feel like you're trying to trick somebody into something or just boost up your own numbers. And it's really not about that. It's really about offering something to somebody. And once you really believe that in your core, when you talk about coaching and you talk about the business, you'll have so much more confidence behind what you say because you won't feel like you're trying to just trick somebody or whatever. Not that that's your sentiment, but I know that it's kind of hard to overcome that fear that that might be what the other person will think. So she said that instead of running sneak peeks, what she started doing early on was just posting about the business daily on her social media. And that doesn't mean a call to action every day, like, hey, join my team, join my team. That's not what she does. She writes down 4 things at the beginning of each week that have helped her in her business, and then she talks about those things through her social media throughout that week. So the different categories that she writes down at the beginning of each week are objections and fears that she had before she signed up, the best parts of the business for her, and then how the business has changed her life. So she'll write down certain things in each of those categories, and those are the type of posts that she'll create throughout the week. She's kind of sprinkling little nuggets out there for people who are watching her. And I thought that was really cool because when she signed up, she was watching Lindsay Matway, who is a top coach. And Lindsay and her were emailing back and forth, but she realized that all of the content and all the questions she had already found answers to just by looking at Lindsay's personal Facebook page. So that tells a lot right there. You know, if a top coach can put out just little nuggets here and there and draw somebody in, it's not like Bonnie knew her, then that's kind of what we should be doing too. So she would, for example, she'd make a post about, one of her fears was that people wouldn't take her seriously or whatever it is. So she'd make a post about that, whatever it is. Same thing, how it's changed her life. We talk about that a lot, like making posts, little things, whether it was a tank of gas or Kate had a really good one this week about groceries. Kate, that was awesome. Things like that where you're not saying, hey, join my team, but you're saying, this is what coaching has done for me. I'm going to prove to you that it's amazing. So do that. The other thing that I really liked is she broke down what invite means to her. So what are the vital behaviors, right? And she said that she considers it physically. So you're inviting people to help them physically change their bodies, right? And get healthy. She invites emotionally. So people that she knows needs something like this emotionally that'll help them in that aspect. She thinks about the invite from that perspective when she reaches out to those certain people. And then, of course, again, how it's changed her life. So she's reaching out and inviting people more to the coaching opportunity and or challenge group and going at it from a standpoint of how it's changed her life. So really think about the people that you're inviting and what personal message do you need to send to them that is something that they need, because it's not everybody needs the physical transformation, right? Not everybody needs the emotional one or whatever it is. And not everybody needs the financial help like this can bring, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't be an awesome coach or love it or get some, satisfaction and joy out of being a coach. So really tailor your personal invites that you're sending out daily to who you're talking to, of course. I really liked 3 more things that she said, a couple quotes. Don't trap someone else's success in your mouth. So if you hear something from a call, something from another coach, whatever it is, implement it, do it. Don't wait till it's perfect. The next thing she said was, done is always better than perfect. And I that really struck home with me because I feel like that's what I've done. I am not perfect. It's hard to not play the comparing game when I look at other coaches' pages or whatever. Wow, that picture was so much prettier. Or I always have a hard time feeling like I'm not the best well-spoken. See, right there. And I'm not very well written. So the way I write is how I talk. And then I read other people's posts and I'm like, gosh, she just said what I wanted to say, but way better. But don't do that. You be you. You're trying to attract like-minded people. So be you, do you. And another point I wanted to make, my little tip Tuesday that I was going to say, so I'll just throw it on in here, is if you're following top coaches to get ideas, pick one. Pick one that you can focus on that is a lot like you, that you resonate with, that maybe has a similar story to you, rather than boggling down your mind and confidence with looking at too many coaches. That's really helped me just to kind of focus on the people that I feel like I resonate with, rather than making it overcomplicated. And then I end up scrolling from coach to coach to coach, looking at their stuff, and that's just a waste of time. So pick one person. And don't overthink it. Bonnie mentioned that in the call. It's so easy to overthink this whole business. There's so much information. There's so much you can know. There's so much you can do. There's new ideas every week that I pour into you, that you hear from calls, you hear from other coaches, you see on social media. Don't overthink it. Just do you. This business can be simplified. You don't have to remake every training. You don't have to be perfect, like we said. Just run with it and do what I want to empower you guys to do is emulate what brought you to the business. Whatever that was, whatever brought you to your first challenge group, that's what you should be sharing, because that's the meat and potatoes of that. That was before you knew anything about how much money you could make or how it could change your life or any of that. What brought your heart into this in the first place? Talk about that, and your business will take off. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week. Get your workouts done, and we'll chat soon. See ya.